Recently I started playing Assassin's Creed again. Not Unity, not Rogue, not that Chronicles thing, just Assassin's Creed. The first game of the series and to start one of the most well-known video game franchises of all time. The reason why I play the first game is that I recently played the third, or should I say Assassin's Creed 3, because the third game would be Brotherhood. Anyway, thanks to the absolute disaster called Uplay, I lost all my saves. I can't download the DLCs I just bought, and I'm pissed as fuck. So I thought I'd play a game that doesn't need any Uplay, Steam or Origin. So I figured, why not the first Assassin's Creed game? I have the DVD right here on my shelf. It doesn't need online registration, but you can registrate it. And it was one of my favorite games ever made. Someday, I don't know when, why, or how exactly, but I just stopped caring about the game. Maybe it's because Ubisoft is shitting out Assassin's Creed titles like my cat spits out balls of hair, but I didn't play the game for years now. So I dug through my games and installed that piece of video game gold. But after playing the game for some time now, not much, just like 2 to 3 hours, I came across little to major flaws I didn't notice back then. Maybe I didn't want to see them, maybe I really didn't notice them until now. And to anyone saying, with 2 to 3 hours gameplay you can't really review blah blah blah, I already said I played the game back then, it's not like I lost all my memories. So why don't we start, shall we? Now to the basics. In Assassin's Creed you play as Altair ibn Ahad, who was born into the Brotherhood of the Assassins. At the beginning of the game he breaks all the 3 rules of the Assassin's Creed. Roll the credits. That leads to the failure of the mission and the removal of his high rank in the Brotherhood. From now on he has to assassinate 9 targets within the game's story to get back his rank and earn back the trust of the Brotherhood. The story isn't that great compared to Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, but it's definitely not bad. And yeah, there's the Desmond part, but you all know how that goes. It isn't really that relevant until Assassin's Creed 2. Now to the gameplay, which is the core of the series. A free-flow fighting mechanic, parkour and climbing, and lots of running and horse riding. And here we are at the point where I start comparing the actual game to the game I remember. Back then I thought the climbing was awesome, because, well, we never seen something like that in a game until then. But when you look at it today, it's slow. So slow. And that's not the worst part. Sometimes Altair jumps wherever he wants. And don't come at me saying you just gotta play better. I know what I'm doing. I also tried playing with a mouse and keyboard and gamepad, mainly gamepad, to see the difference, and mouse and keyboard isn't that bad at all, but a gamepad just feels more natural. The mouse only comes in handy in tight situations where you have to change your camera angle quickly to jump to the right direction. With a gamepad, that can get stressful, to say the least. Now to the process of the assassination of the 9 targets. For every target equals 9 times, you have to perform little tasks like punching someone until he drops a clue, or pickpocketing someone, eavesdropping, or simply kill blah in blah time. When you have enough clues, you can find the assassination target in the city, and from then, it's your choice how to approach the situation. At the beginning, it's fairly simple. They're just standing around and you can approach them. Later on, there are sometimes more, sometimes less ways to approach your target. For example, one target is surrounded by guards. To get through to him isn't that easy at all. And to get away is neither.
Like you helped the others? You took their souls! I saw!
Getting away plays a big role in this game too. When you kill your target, the city is alerted and every guard who sees you attacks you. In this game there's no notoriety system like in all the other games. Usually when you escape a group of guards, you're fine. But beware, when you act suspicious in any way, they attack you, even if you didn't do anything. Yet. That's another thing that was better in my memory than it actually is. Sometimes guards are way too stupid. Whenever you go low and pray to, well, disguise yourself as a monk, you're pretty much invisible to the guards, even though you just killed one of them. That can lead to some interesting sides. This was part 1 of the review, and part 2 may never come. May, I don't know. Whenever I have time. Whenever I don't have time, I won't do it. And whenever I have time, I will do it. It is just that easy. Goodbye.